Hello, everyone, and welcome to Before the Bell right here for Memphis Wrestling Preview number 69. 69 incredible episodes of Memphis Wrestling so far, and I say so far because there's so many other great episodes yet to come. But this Saturday, we are looking at a brand new episode, June the 18th, the first ever Internet Champion crowned. What's next for outlandish Zicky Dice plus the Man Beast is here to go one-on-one with a master of Fat Jitsu. We've reinforced the ring for this contest, 387 pounds of K-Tumor going one-on-one with the Man Beast Rhino. It's going to be an incredible matchup. Buckle up for the fastest hour in professional wrestling tomorrow at noon on CW30 Memphis, Arkansas's Raider Communication Tubetown, as well as CBS Jackson viewing later on that evening, and of course live streaming on YouTube with all of us in Memphis Wrestling. It's going to be incredible. Also, some upcoming events tomorrow, June 18th. You can join us live. Memphis Wrestling returns to Black Rock, Arkansas. Tickets are still on sale now at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com. And June 26th, for the free AEW Forbidden Door watch party at Dave & Buster's. You can make your way out to the Dave & Buster's location there in Memphis. Join us with Memphis Wrestling. You'll get a free game card, and you'll get to chat with all of us, all of your favorites at Memphis Wrestling, and enjoy some free AEW Forbidden Door watch party pay-per-view and some games all in the house. It's going to be incredible. So bring your friends, bring your family, enjoy some food, some games, some drinks with all of us at Memphis Wrestling. July 10th, Memphis Wrestling television taping returns featuring Al KAPONE, GRIZZ, and BLJ. Tickets are on sale now. They will go quickly, so get those tickets right now as quick as you can. ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com, again, featuring Al KAPONE. We might even hear, we might even get to see and hear Whoop That Trick live and in person at that television taping. And the fact that GRIZZ is going to be there along with BLJ from the Memphis Grizzlies, it's incredible. So you're not going to want to miss that live television taping there at the WrestleCenter. And then July 31st, live Memphis Wrestling television taping returns again as we tape 3 more episodes of Memphis Wrestling. We're also looking at some behind-the-scenes changes as far as graphics are concerned. So hopefully you'll see those coming very soon with our next set of television tapings. Let's talk about tomorrow. Let's not waste any time. It's singles competition as Simon takes on Ryan Rembrandt. Half of the tag team champions, Simon, is in action against the remarkable Ryan Rembrandt. So many questions here, by the way. Not sure why this is a singles competition. Not sure if Mr. Chris is going to be available. Is he going to come in and try to take away from this match and interrupt or get Simon the win through cheating? Or is Ryan Rembrandt going to be remarkable enough to overcome this challenge with one half of the posse, one half of the Memphis Wrestling Tag Team Champions? I'm getting tongue-tied. Still in disbelief. Not sure what the championship committee was thinking here, but you don't want to miss that opening contest because remarkable Ryan Rembrandt is an amazing singles competitor, but Simon will be a little bit out of his comfort zone as he's normally a tag team competitor. So we'll just have to see. Will remarkable Ryan Rembrandt get the win? Tune in tomorrow, high noon, on CW30 Memphis, as well as Arkansas's Raider Communications Tubetown and live streaming on YouTube Premiere. Also, we have another singles competition coming, or match right after that. It's Big Trouble Ben Bishop versus DNA. The biggest man in Memphis wrestling is in action. He's 6 foot 12 inches tall. Big Trouble Ben Bishop. By the way, 6 foot 12 inches. That's what I was told to say. That's what he says he is. We're just going to go with it. We're going to go with it. I know it's 7 foot tall, but I don't want to be choke slammed in the middle of the ring or eat a big boot while I'm trying to do ring introductions. So we'll say 6 foot 12 inches tall. He's going to be fired up and ready for this fight against DNA. DNA, I've seen him in competition in some of our matches before our television tapings, as well as across the independent circuits, and DNA is no small competitor. He has got a lot of power and a lot of velocity behind those hits. So it's going to be a great matchup, a great singles match between Ben Bishop and DNA. What's next for the Internet Champion, Zicky Dice? Well, after his controversial victory for the Internet Championship last week, Zicky Dice has to face the music. What's next? Better yet, who is next? Who is next for the Memphis Wrestling Internet Championship? we're going to have to stick around and see who's going to answer that challenge or if a challenge is going to be made. Zicky Dice could go through this television taping without anyone coming out to challenge him for the title, or somebody who felt shortchanged could come out after last week's match and say, look, this wasn't fair. This wasn't even. I want a shot at this title. I think I can do better than you in maintaining the prestige of the Internet Championship. And then also in competition, later on, our main event, we'll talk about it in just a minute, with Rhino and K Toomer going head-to-head, but we will see video. Mike Anthony, the Memphis Heritage Champion, visited the WrestleCenter for some training. And from what I understand, it's not one for the weak of heart. You can only imagine what happened when Memphis Heritage Champion Mike Anthony paid a visit to the trainees of the WrestleCenter. We've seen the jail or the caged, the jail vignettes that we've seen over the last couple of weeks from Mike Anthony being in his comfortable place. And you got to think it talks about the it kind of gives you the psychology of Mike Anthony here. He's comfortable being in that cage until it's time to unleash the genetic nightmare before he goes on the hunt. He has no problems being caged up there. He says he gets 8 hours of sleep in that place. I don't know how he does it, but the genetic nightmare, Mike Anthony, paying a visit to the WrestleCenter. God help any of the trainees who were there. We will keep you updated on the events as they develop. And of course, we'll let you know following the video's premiere on our television show what the status is. And hopefully, there are no injuries from that visit. Hopefully it's just pride and no physical injuries. Speaking of pride, coming up in our main event, we've talked about it. I'm going to share an old graphic with you here, but Fat Jitsu is taking on Rhino in our main event, but he's also going to be taking on the Gun Show Saturday, June 18th in Black Rock, Arkansas. It's the master of Fat Jitsu versus the former Memphis Heritage Champion, the Gun Show. Brett Michaels, one-on-one. That ring's going to need to be reinforced there as well. Those two big men are going to go at it right there in the middle of Black Rock, and I'm a little scared. Hopefully it doesn't spill over into the crowd and outside, because those two are going to be throwing some rights and lefts that are going to cause a lot of problems there for the citizens of Black Rock. Before we go on to our main event, let's take a minute to tell you how you can sign up for training here at the WrestleCenter. Do you have what it takes to be a pro wrestler? Prove it. Train with the best at our Memphis Wrestling WrestleCenter. Now enrolling at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com/training. You can join the Memphis Wrestling WrestleCenter's training grounds. We've got a lot of great coaches there, including the legendary King Cobra, who's one of the coaches, along with Dustin Five Star, one of our hosts of Memphis Wrestling. You can get details at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com. Always get tongue-tied there. But it's incredible. It's an incredible opportunity to sharpen your skills, break into the business, and learn from some of those who have learned from the best and those who are the best, including King Cobra, the legend himself. Main event, Rhino, K Toomer, they've talked about it. The challenges were made on Memphis Wrestling television in the past few weeks. Rhino accepted, which means K Toomer is going to take on Rhino in the main event. It's time to fight. Will we see a Gore finish off K Toomer and knock him down a peg or two, or will K Toomer take over Rhino with that splash kick that he does? I don't know what it's called. I'm going to defer it to Dustin on television to talk about whatever that move is called. But sure enough, if K Toomer wins this fight against Rhino, it's going to take him to the next level as far as intimidation and adding another win into that belt of Fat Jitsu that he's earned. Rhino promises that it's going to be hardcore, so you never know. We might see some tables, we might see some chairs, we might see some ladders, might even see some thumbtacks. You never know with Rhino and his ECW tapping into that previous time in ECW if we're going to see some really hardcore action there. Plus, you never know what's going to happen in the fastest hour of pro wrestling. Don't forget Championship Wrestling championshipwrestlingmemphis.com for all of the up-to-minute information on upcoming events, as well as our social handles at CW30 Wrestling on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and by the way, even TikTok. You can check out some exclusive content there. Full episodes are released every Saturday, so be sure to subscribe and join us for the live chat on YouTube Premiere. Get more information one more time at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com. Thank you so much for joining me this week on Before the Bell. It is going to be an incredible television show tomorrow at high noon, and it's going to be an incredible event in Black Rock, Arkansas. Fat-Jitsu versus Gun Show. Get your tickets now ahead of time or at the door in Black Rock, Arkansas. Thanks, everyone. I hope to see you at the show.